Waking, also known as Dream Girl, was released in 2013. This is directed by Ben Shelton. It's written by Skyler Caleb, with the cast including Caleb, Meg Cionni, I apologise if I've mispronounced that, Tim Daly, Jean Smart, and various others. And this is about a character called Ben who is in a relationship. He's getting engaged, everything's going really well, and then he starts to connect with another woman in his dreams. And it's a strong connection. What does this mean for the future of his existing relationship? It's an interesting enough concept, but I actually found the execution of the narrative to be quite mundane. It's very, very slow. I think the key plot points and the way in which it develops, I don't have any issue with that. It's just the pacing to get to those points. Very, very slow. I didn't really have any emotional response to anything. I didn't dislike Ben, but I never found that I really cared for the character either. The characters are well written, they're believable, but I just wasn't emotionally invested in their journey, and I didn't find the story itself to be that particularly interesting. It's not that it absolutely couldn't have been, but I just found it to be very slow. I think the pacing for me was the real issue. It takes a great length of time for anything interesting to happen, and even when something does happen, I wouldn't say it's tremendously interesting. On the flip side, as I said, well-written, believable characters, good performances. Visually, it's good. There's a really nice use of lighting, some good camera work, decent locations. I'd say as background company, it could be okay. I don't think it's engaging enough to sit down and become fully immersed in, but to put on in the background while you're doing other things, yeah, sure. Visually, it's nice. There's nothing necessarily annoying about it, but it's just not that interesting. But as background company, by all means, I say it could work for that. Waking is an interesting idea. I don't hate how it develops, but I never really found it to be engaging. The characters are well written, but I didn't care about them enough to save the story for me. If you're curious, check it out. I think it could be okay as background company, but I didn't really enjoy it.